So, let's get started into the EFL Matchday 1 under 24-25 Matchday Blitzens. Hi again, it's me. Today, we'll be doing my EFL Matchday 1 under 24-25 Blitzens video. And yeah, like I said today, I'll get ourselves at least 5 or 6 shots today. If we get that, that'll be nice. We have brand new teams such as Sheffield, Bromley, Burnley, Sheffield and Luton all joining into the EFL system. And yeah, make sure you subscribe as we're trying to go ourselves up to 200 subs by the start of the Premier League season by the 16th of August 2024. If we get that, that'll be nice, and we'll be doing something special for 200 subs. We have no goofing off, starting with 4 Friday nights. We're starting with the very first one, Blackburn versus Derby. Both teams, they could end up being in danger this season, but I'm saying one team will be in danger and one team will be comfortable mid-table. And I'm saying that because they may lose Sammy Smolderks. Anyway, that's been very quiet now with Sammy Smolderks didn't switch, but is he going to go? Now, if he's staying, I will put him in my fantasy team, but I ain't going to put him in my fantasy team because it's too late now. Or is it? Well, who knows, but yeah, I really think it's going to be a good game, really. I'm really thinking it's going to be a very good game. I'm really thinking it's going to be I think it'll be a very tight 1-1 draw. I would not be surprised if it ends up being 2-2. But heading on to the second Championship Friday night game, Preston against Sheffield United now. Sheffield United starts on -2. And Preston starts on 0. Preston has an awful end to the season. Even though they actually like to pull off a great start to this season. They actually had a perfect start in the season before that and the last season. And Sheffield United in the Prem were woeful. 3 wins and probably about 6 or 4 draws about. Yeah, they were woeful in the Prem, conceding over 100. More concedes than Swindon in the Prem. But it's Sheffield United going to get used. I don't think. It's going to get tight to getting used to. Well, it's hard to explain what's going to happen to Sheffield United, but it's going to be a very tight one. It's going to be another 1-1 draw. And then heading on to League One, Barnsley take on Mansfield now. Mansfield's first game in League One for over 20 years. This is going to be exciting for Mansfield. And I really think that Mansfield can pull off the first upset in the EFL this season. And I think it's going to happen here. Even though they don't have O'Clock, Barnsley had an awful end to the season. I'm thinking that Mansfield pulling off the first upset in the EFL season. 1-0 to Mansfield. Then to the big one in League 2, which I'll be watching on Sky Sports Plus. Chesterfield take on Swindon. This is going to be a fantastic game to watch, really. Paddy Madden, Chesterfield, and O'Clock for Swindon. This will be a good game, really. I'm kind of expecting both of them teams to be fighting for the top 7 this season. Not technically. Some people are saying Swindon may be in the mid-table, Chesterfield in the top 3. Technically, you might be right, and you might not be. No, technically, who knows? But this has to be, again, lots of goals here. I think there's going to be 4 goals written all over it. A 2-2 draw. I can't decide on who's going to win it. And then heading to the big game in the Championship, 12:30 kickoff. Technically, all championships are 12:30 in this part. Leeds versus Portsmouth. Portsmouth's first game in the Championship since 2012. This is exciting for Portsmouth. And for Leeds, 90 points and still not get promoted is just mad. That's just mad, really. I really think that. I think the only player that can cook with them is Ruta, but you lost some of them on Gray. But I think that, according to Matt, they are still a good team. But are you sure? But I really think that Leeds. I really think that Portsmouth will start the season extremely well on getting a point at Leeds. Another 2-2 draw is on the cards. And then the Cardiff against Sunderland now. What a long journey for Sunderland, really, at the start of the season. But I think it's one of the longest journeys for Sunderland, really. So at least they're getting them out of the way. But yeah, but I really think that Sunderland. Yeah, I think they're starting out fresh with a new manager from France. I don't know. I've seen that manager relegating the team. That's kind of. Yeah, what are we doing? And Cardiff are doing. It's really a very tight one. I'm really think that Sunderland will start out fresh. A 2-1 win to Sunderland. And then heading on to Oxford's first game of the century. Oxford versus Norwich. Live on Sky Sports Football. Which is going to be exciting to watch really for Oxford. I may watch it. I may watch Leeds Sports Club. But Norwich, they sacked their manager at the end of last season. And they got a new one, which I don't know who his name is. But it's going to be a very tight one to explain. But I really think that Oxford will pull off a very, very good fight. But I have to say this. I think a 2-1 win to Norwich here. And then the whole City against Bristol City. It's going to be a good one, really. This is the second season out of 3 seasons that they're starting off with Hull against Bristol City. What can possibly go wrong with them two going against each other? I don't think there's anything, but it's going to be a good one, really. Hull City have Tim Walter, former Hamburg manager. And Bristol City, potential dark horse. It's going to be a good game to watch, really. It's going to be a very tight one, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. A very tight 1-1 draw here at Hull. And then we're on to League 2 now with a big cracker. MK Dons against Bradford. 2 big stadium attendances. Over 20,000. One of them could perform a mid-table, almost missing out on playoffs, and one of them is going to be performing in the playoffs in my table prediction. And it's going to be a game to watch, really. I don't think that one team is going to be struggling because of that Crawley game, that Crawley, MK Dons Crawley. I think MK Dons did not want to mention that, anyone. I think any MK Dons fans is going to don't want me to mention that, but I just did. But it's going to be a very good one for Bradford. I think Bradford will start the season quite strong. I think a 3-1 win to Bradford in this game. Then on to Bromley's first ever game in the EFL. Harrogate against Bromley. Oh, this is going to be exciting for Bromley and Harrogate. Who would have thought this would actually be a League 2 game? A couple of years ago, this was a non-league game. Now this is a League 2 game. Who is hyped for this game? I'll be watching this. Watching it. It's going to be a good game to watch, really. I really think that Harrogate and Bromley will start out strong. Even though Harrogate always start the season with a win. I don't think this time they'll start with a win. I think they'll get something. I think a 1-1 draw for Bromley. And I think Bromley will have a very good game. And I think they'll be the better team. And next up we're heading to Doncaster against Accrington now. Doncaster needs to start the season strong to fight for the title. And that's the same with MK Dons, but I doubt it. But Doncaster, but I remember the last time I met Accrington, they beat them 4-0 last season. I think I was doing their rocket period. But it's been a good game to watch, really. I think there's going to be a lot of goals here. I like Doncaster's manager. He has quite very good tactics on them. And I really think Doncaster will have goals on them. I think a 5-2 win to Doncaster. And then Carlisle's first game in League 2 since 2023. Gillingham against Carlisle now. What a long journey for Carlisle, but at least they're getting it out of the way, really, for Carlisle. And it's going to be a good game to watch, really, for Carlisle. Could they actually have a slow start and probably fight for, the top 2 or top 3 about? But I really think they would. I think they could. But I really think that Carlisle, I think there's going to be more goals here. I think a 3-2 win to Carlisle. And then the Salford against Port Vale now. This looks juicy as ever. But is it really? But they're playing again in the Bristol City Metis Trophy in the group stages in a few weeks' time. And it's going to be a good game to watch, really. I wonder how many goals there could be. I think it'll be a very tight one for Darren Moore's Port Vale. I think a 1-1 draw is going to be written all over it. And then heading down to League 1, 5:30 kickoff with a big one. Birmingham against Reading now. This one's going to be fiery. Birmingham League 1, it feels so weird. I would have seen Birmingham in the top 6 in October 2023, but now we're in League 1. Time flies, really, but I know what happened. You sacked your manager in October while being very good. And just, with Wayne Rooney, it just collapsed. And made them relegated to League 1, which is kind of shocking. Reading, in the second season. New owners have been quite quiet for getting the new owners. It's quiet. But Reading is might be the fourth season in a row at the start of the season with a loss, and it's gonna happen. 2-1 win to Birmingham, and I think Birmingham will have that needed win just to make sure they're starting the season fighting for the title. And then heading on to the new boys, Stockport against Cambridge now. Cambridge's fourth season, and Stockport, what a debut season in League One. After this is their third season in EFL. After they got promoted to the National League, which is nice. Oh yeah, it's been quite nice to watch, really. I really think that Stockport will start the season with a win here against Cambridge. I'm thinking of a 2-1 win against Stockport. No Paddy Madden. We're alright, we're without Paddy Madden. And yeah, heading on to Wexham and taking Wycombe now. It's really a game to watch, really. Wexham's first game in League One since I don't know when. And yeah, but this is Wycombe. Well, they once got the championship, and yeah, but according to them, some people were saying they might be trying to win the playoffs, but yeah, signed some good players. No wonder they could be around the bottom for that after 3 games. Well, yeah, but I really think that Wexham will start the season strong. I don't think they'll lose, and I'm not surprised if they do lose, really, but I really think that Wexham will start on strong. I think there's going to be goals, 4-2 win to Wexham. And then the Peterborough take on Huddersfield now. It's going to be a game to watch, really. Huddersfield's first League One match since 2011. And I've actually heard that Peterborough Huddersfield was a playoff final in League One in 2011 or 2010. And Huddersfield won that. And not long ago, 5 years ago, they were Premier League. Now, League One. And I really think it might be a slow start for Huddersfield and Peterborough. I think a 1-1 draw is going to be written all over it. Both teams may have a slow start. Then heading on to later on and take on Bolton now. Bolton, third season in a row in League One, fourth season really. This is the fourth season and third season in a row. They're having another heartbreak. Bolton, they need to win this just so they can fight for the title or automatics. And I really think they should really later on. I think they may find this one very tight or tough. I think it'll be similar when they face them before Christmas. I think Dion Charles, I think there's that one player, Santos, I think, is my fantasy team. I think they will win it 3-2 to Bolton, but later on we'll get the final 2 goals. And then Crawley against Blackpool now. Crawley's first match in League One since 2015. They were in League One before Huddersfield were. Mad. And yeah, man, this is going to be a game to watch, really. Blackpool, what a long till it has to be, but get that out of the way, really, for Blackpool. And Crawley, could they actually, they lost most of their great players, really. It's like, one to Burton, one to, I don't know where, but yeah, well, even they could struggle in League One. The fun could actually end here, but it's very, very tight. I'm thinking of a 2-2 draw to start Crawley in League One for the 24-25 season. And into Sunday 4 o'clock kickoff now. Sheffield Wednesday taking on Plymouth now. Wayne Rooney's first game with Plymouth. It's going to be a good game to watch, really. I can't wait for this game. Yeah, but I really think that Sheffield Wednesday, last season they started the season awful, only collecting 3 points. I think it'll be quite the opposite. They're starting with 3 points after match day 1. Plymouth will I think Plymouth will have a good fight, but yeah, it's really very tight. But I really think that Sheffield Wednesday will win this quite comfortably. I'm thinking of a 4-2 win to Sheffield Wednesday, but Plymouth will have a very good fight at the end. Now on to the final game, Monday night, Luton vs Burnley. Former Premier League clubs, them two were. 18 against 19 from Premier League last season. Yeah, it's a good game to watch, really. Luton and Burnley. A win, both of them, it's a must-win game, really, for the first game, because must-win, they need to be fighting for the title, or automatics, but yeah, it's going to be a very tight one. I remember, this is actually the third season in a row that they've started the season with Luton and Burnley, like a match day 2 or match day 1. But yeah, it's another game to watch, really. I really think it's going to be a very, very tight one. it's going to be extremely tight. A very tight 1-1 draw. When I mean tight, I mean tight. And you can hear the rest of my predictions right here. And yeah, make sure you comment down below your predictions, and make sure you, comment down your predictions. See, etc. I'm waffling. And yeah, thanks for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And you'll see you guys later. Bye! And good luck to the teams in matchday 1.